Deadpool has been a movie that I feel a lot of people in the Marvel and comic book community has been waiting for a very long time. Specifically because about 8 years ago, there's this huge hype that we were going to get a live-action Deadpool character in the Wolverine movie that ended up being a complete train wreck. No one liked that at all. And even worse, it introduced a character to a lot of new people, and people straight up thought that's what Deadpool was supposed to be. And it's like, oh, is that who you like and talk about the entire time? It's like, no, Deadpool was supposed to be a likable asshole, a complete smart ass, like a sociopath at the same time who breaks the fourth wall all the time. And that's what makes this movie so great. They finally stay true to a comic book character. They get the tone down, they get the origin story down, they tweak it a little bit to fit it, and because of budget concerns. But on top of that, they do an expanded universe. This connects to the X-Men universe, and you get Colossus, and Colossus and Deadpool's interactions are so great because you have Colossus who's like a goody-goody, and then you have Deadpool who kills people. And it's hilarious throughout. There's so many... Like, this movie appeals to so many people. People who just like comedy, people who like action, amazing action throughout the entire movie. People who like Deadpool, people who like Marvel, people who like the superhero type movie. But it doesn't fall under the superhero formula where it like starts from point A and ends at point D. The pacing is done so well that the movie is incredibly enjoyable to everyone. Because the problem with a lot of these superhero movies, and we're like, even though like I'm very happy that we're getting a lot this year, you're going to see a lot of similarities throughout. And this is what a superhero movie is supposed to be. It feels like a comic book. It feels well written. It like you connect with the characters. There's a love story in here where a lot of times love stories in these type of movies you don't really care for because you don't connect with the characters. You care about Wade Wilson and his girlfriend Vanessa. Like, you care about their interactions. You care what's going to happen to them. You care about their actions and their consequences. You get introduced to Ajax, who is a huge Deadpool villain in the comic book. Joe Kelly's run of Deadpool, where Ajax and Deadpool are fighting each other, is considered one of the best runs out there for Deadpool because it's a dark comedy but has very serious tones underneath. And you get this in this movie, even though like you're laughing. I was laughing my ass off the first 15 seconds. Like, throughout the movie, you see how awful it is someone dealing with cancer and, like, the sacrifices that they make for their loved ones. And it's pretty much the perfect comic book movie. And it's exactly what the trailers showed. But at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. That's the only thing I didn't like about it, was that a lot of the jokes in the trailers that, like, made me laugh and made me go see the movie were also in the movie, but a lot. So there's a lot of times where, like, you know, there's certain times like you're supposed to laugh like pretty hard, you didn't, and people didn't necessarily laugh because they've had already heard the joke. That's the only negative I can say about the movie, just from like my first time watching it. I'm going to definitely be watching it again. What helps the movie a lot too is its R rating, because it can be crude. There's disgusting parts. There's parts that like really raunchy humor. So if you like stupid raunchy humor, like super bad, and then you happen to like Spider-Man, like this is the perfect movie for you. Like, a joke is like, this is the perfect Spider-Man movie, because everyone jokes that Deadpool and Spider-Man are pretty much the same character, except Deadpool is like the rated R version of Spider-Man. Overall, I give this movie a B+, a very high rating, possibly an A-. You know what, I'm going to go with an A-, simply because the movie did what it was supposed to do. It sold itself correctly, and I really respect when a movie does that. It doesn't try to be anything more than that. It is pretty much the perfect superhero movie. The last movie that I enjoyed this much that was a superhero movie was probably Guardians of the Galaxy, and I think that's like the highest compliment I can give this movie. There's like certain movies that are really, really good comic book movies. Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, and this movie. And of course, like Dark Knight, but Dark Knight isn't really a comic book adaptation. It's loosely is, but not like this movie is. It doesn't do it that well. I ended up watching it in IMAX. They gave us this cool little poster for watching it in IMAX like opening night. It's really, really cool. Really, it was overall absolutely phenomenal movie, phenomenal experience. I suggest you watch it in IMAX. So that's pretty much my review. I recommend it. I enjoyed it. The perfect Deadpool movie that we can get. A sequel's already been greenlit, so I'm looking forward to that. Well, this has been the React Review Attack. Hopefully you've liked my little review / rant. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like. 2 reviews that will be coming in the future. I'll be doing a Trigun review. Trigun's one of my favorite animes ever. And then I'll be doing Winter Soldier because that is a very important lead up to Captain America Civil War, which is the movie I'm looking forward to comic book wise the most. Okay, see you guys. Thank you for watching.